What is up everyone, DimitriV2 here and welcome back to another video. Now recently the 100 Riven reroll series has gotten an incredible amount of support from you guys and a massive thank yous for that. And one of the most frequently asked questions that I got was, how do I farm so much Kuva? Now as most of you know, the 100 reroll series is a series where I, as the name implies, farm enough Kuva to reroll a clean Riven exactly 100 times. This takes 334,950 Kuva from start to finish, a rather substantial amount. Now before we even get started in telling you how I farm this, there are two core things that I need to mention. Resource boosters and Smidakavats. Resource boosters everyone knows about, and they also work in Kuva. You want more Kuva, you get yourself a resource booster, simple as that. The second thing is a Smidakavat. Now Smidakavats have an ability called Charm, which gives you a random buff for a certain duration. One of these buffs is a doubled affinity and resource buff for 2 minutes. This stacks with resource boosters, and if you get lucky and your Kavat procs it multiple times, even with itself. It's not a guaranteed boost, but consider it the occasional bonus. I don't pay too much attention to it myself during the missions, but occasionally I'll be pleasantly surprised with double the amount of Kuva that I would have normally gotten, so take a Smidakavat with you and a resource booster. Onto the actual missions then. Now what kind of missions do I run? You have a few options in the form of Kuva Siphons, Kuva Floods, and Kuva Survivals on TheDiabolicalWaffle. The first two, the Kuva Siphons and the Kuva Floods, pop up on planets near the Kuva Fortress and are separate missions that you can do, just like alerts on there. They last one time and then they disappear for a while, until they, after I think an hour or so, refresh the missions and then they all come back again. Whilst the last one, the TheDiabolicalWaffle, the Kuva Survival, is a node on Kuva Fortress itself. I personally farm almost all of my Kuva through Kuva Survivals, with the occasional Kuva Flood to add some variety to the grind. Kuva Siphons and Kuva Survivals tend to equal out in the long run, in my experience, when it comes to Kuva per hour, and Kuva Floods are simply double that rate. That said, and this is probably the biggest thing that I want to mention in this video, is that I don't value efficiency very highly when farming large amounts of Kuva. For me, at the end of the day, I'm farming hundreds of thousands of Kuva every month. I farmed 1.7 million Kuva last month alone for the reroll videos. For me, Kuva farming is a lot more about endurance than maintaining optimum efficiency. I could go all out with the meta composition and power farm my way through it, but I know I'd probably be bored to tears within hours. I might not even be able to finish a single day of it. On average, one of my reroll videos takes me about 30 to 40 hours of farming, so I put much more of a focus on having fun whilst farming it, you know? Like keeping myself occupied while farming the Kuva. I let viewers in my stream choose my loadouts, have them join up in my missions. I'll try a bunch of dumb or new builds, something that, you know, I might hear something in chat about someone having a build that they want me to try, or I'll come up with my own build or something. Change things up. I always change things up when I get bored. I change up my frame, I change up my weapons, I change up the mission that I do. If I get bored of Kuva Survival, I'll switch to a Kuva Flood mission and do that. And, you know, after doing that, go back to doing Kuva Survivals again. I change the builds that I do. Keep yourself occupied. That is why I farm almost all of my Kuva on TheDiabolicalWaffle, since I really like survival missions, and the mission type lends itself a lot better to the way I prefer farming things. Go in, put on some music, talk with some people in chat and have some fun, letting the actual Kuva farming itself almost take a backseat of sorts. If you want to do things more efficient, hop into a Kuva Flood every time the mission appears, since that one gives you double the Kuva that the others do. But other than that, just chill back and relax and farm the way you want to. As I said before, Kuva Siphons and Kuva Survivals are about the same rate of Kuva per hour, so if you really enjoy doing Kuva Survivals, do that for a while. Change up the way you play and just have fun with it. That's honestly the best way to put it. If you're looking to farm a crap ton of Kuva, my advice would be the following basically. Grab yourself a resource booster, get your hands on the Smidakavat, put on some music or open up a stream or something in the background, grab your favorite frame and weapons and hop into a Kuva Survival on TheDiabolicalWaffle, with the occasional Kuva Flood for good measure and a bit of variety thrown in there. Have fun with the game itself, change up your frames, builds and weapons and everything else once in a while, and honestly you'll be sitting on hundreds of thousands of Kuva before you know it. Kuva farming for me is an endurance, it's not a sprint. Just keep at it, have fun, and before you know it you'll be sitting on hundreds of thousands really. And that's really about it. I don't really have any secret methods, any like, you know, super top secret methods of farming anything else. It's just I sit down, I put on some music, I have fun with it, and at the end of the day I realize that I'm 100,000 Kuva ahead of where I was previously. Let me know what your favorite way of farming Kuva is as well in the comment section below. Now, thank you very much for watching, guys. Sorry for the lack of videos recently. I went on my week's holiday to a friend's house, and the recent temperature here in the Netherlands has been absolutely killing me. It's like 36 degrees today here in the Netherlands. I am not a person that likes hot weather. I much more prefer the winter and everything, so this kind of weather just... It hurts a lot, to put it like that. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more content in the future as well, especially once this freaking heatwave is done. Check out my Twitch channel as well, where I stream 5 times a week, including a lot of Kuva farming on stream, where everyone is more than welcome to hop in, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace.